Hello everyone, Trevor Wesley here again, and I just finished chapter 2 of How to Be Everything by Emilie Wamp, Wapnick. Emilie Wapnick. How to Be Everything. It's a book for those that are either, new word I learned, multi-potentialites, or what I like to call it, jack of all trades. Now, in chapter 2, she goes over, or Emilie goes over, on the slackers or innovators when it comes to most potentialites. Are we slackers or are we innovators? And going over the superpowers as well as the abilities that most and majority of jack of all trades, renaissance, people that have many interests, many hobbies, or many skills, and that can flow through many different genres, industries seamlessly. But for those that maybe in the same spot as me, that get kind of lost onto the scaling up of those skills. So this is where this book is definitely coming in handy. So in understanding one of the many or the many of many skills and superpowers that comes with being a jack of all trades is definitely being adaptable, being able to adapt to different situations and scenarios. Now, most may be able to be adaptable skillfully with on their hands, like working and moving on their hands. In that moment, they may be able to go to working from doing one thing, like let's say they're doing a presentation, but in the midst of the presentation, equipment goes out, and they have the skills, they have the knowledge, they have the understanding on electronics and equipment to where they could go from giving that presentation to where now they're actually troubleshooting the equipment to get their presentation back on its track. Or they're a musician that understands music and all of compositions, notes, and sounds. And while they're rehearsing for their scene or for their show, there's a lighting issue, and they understand electricity, they understand electronics, they understand theater equipment or lighting equipment. They could then go and help assist with fixing the lights. That's what it's like. One of the things of being adaptable physically, hands on with skills. Now, when you go into the mental or the knowledge base of being adaptable, you have a person that is knowledgeable and the conversations are knowledgeable on topics, where you have a person that will know or have done some research and have been very interested in economics. But then they also went and did research and understanding on psychology, human development, human behavior. And because they had a facet of both spaces, they then could go into an event or go to an organization and talk with them about the economic feedback that affects the psychological development of individuals, of adults, or even how undiagnosed conditions of people that has like psychological setbacks or diagnosis actually is shown in their decisions when it comes to economic growth or stability. And knowing how both topics could come together, and because they was a knowledgeable jack of all trades or multi-potentialites, they're able to bring and bridge two areas together. And that's another thing, the connectability. Um, Relatability, with being a multi-talented person or jack of all trades, being able to relate to other people. One, being that space of just learning, just starting, being in the beginner, and just really trying to get out there and knowing and trying to swing up that curve, but also being able to help others to get out of the dreaded, the discouraged of starting something new or starting something different, as well as connecting people that are looking for one interest, or they're looking for service, or they're needing help with an item, and being able to connect with a separate person or a whole other person that has those skills and items, and you just bring them together in a room and you set the tone for them to meet, and then you let them go and prosper in the world. Being able to connect with customers, if you work in customer service like myself, being able to get the customer to feel at ease, feel welcomed, feel seen, feel heard, feel valued, to where now they want to, one, come back to the establishment because, one, you're there and they know, okay, when you there, it's a good time. When you there, it's a good day. It's like for those that are still working in a 9 to 5 or even working in corporate offices, right? and they're the jack of all trades or the go-to person at the job, but they also have good interpersonal relationships. They also are good with connecting with people. And then I have coworkers constantly say, man, I know it's going to be a good day when you come in. Man, I look forward to see you every day. And then when there are times when you take vacation, because everybody deserves vacation, or when you having to take a leave of absence and you come back and it's a whole different show. People be waiting for you in the parking lot, like, where you been at? I've been looking for you. I've been searching for you. Like, we need you here. We need you here because you so good. Like, it's that connection that you have with them. It's that ability to be able to connect with another human being on that personal level, on that emotional level, right? So reading through chapter 2 definitely gave me more insight and understanding on how have I been moving as a jack of all trades, a multi-talented person, a potentialite, and also a multi-talented person, a serialpreneur. Some almost sound like serial killer, but we know it's going to leave that for another segue night. Just a multi-talented person that, dang it, now I lost my train of thought doing a segue. Oh, back on it. I learned about myself reading this book where I do adapt. I have the ability to adapt. And what my adaptability is that once I see where there's a need in it, whether it be a job, a business, once I see there's a need, I'm quickly ready to jump into that role, be that person, and get the job done, get the task done to get the show moving along. Being that big picture for other people or for business corporations, being that big thinker to see big scale. Somehow I'm still working on bringing that with me and bringing that back to me so I can see my own big picture, because it be looking all over the place. But that's another night. Maybe comedy, maybe not. But anywho, having the ability to adapt in the work setting, in the work environment, especially when you have critical tasks or you have a hard pressing deadline, it's that a quick switch, boom, we ready to go, we ready to move, we can get it done. I've had that moment in experiences where I can go from being helping set up the event. I'm helping with the decorations because you need help with the decorations. I'm helping to set up the decorations. Then I'm turning around. I'm grabbing my camera and I'm taking pictures. Then I'm turning around. If I need to, I can grab the mic and be an MC. If not, I can help direct people where they need to go. Or I can turn around, grab a broom and start sweeping up to clean up when it's all said and done. Being able to move, go post on social media and advertise the event for the person, advertise their show, advertise their business, letting them know, hey, let's post this, put it out there, it's content. Like, being that adaptable when it comes to me being of service to others. And that's where I definitely, I think I somewhat thrive at, but it is not in the place that I need to be at, because I thrive in that moment, but not in business and life, but in that moment I thrive. But definitely learning about the different abilities as well as different skill sets that comes into being a jack of all trades has definitely added more to me understand, okay, where am I going? Where is my business going? What does both look like together and separately? And how to convey that to other people to where it makes sense. It has to make sense for it to work, because if it don't make sense, it's not gonna go nowhere. It's really not. So yes, so I'm excited to get into chapter 3, where there's actually going to be, kind of looking a little bit ahead, there's a little exercises, little keynotes here, things that I can actually try and implement. Because trust and believe, I'm open to learning. I'm always eager to learn something new. I'm always inspired to learn something new, as well as pick up something that I've learned before and just add more into it. So it's like, one of the things I do enjoy about being a jack of all trades is that adaptability, being able to see a big picture of what someone else is trying to do, what they're trying to create, and being able to see that vision and help bring it even more to life is amazing. Being able to just adapt to any position or job that is needed to get the job done, to get the task done, whether big or small. But we could figure it out, and we could definitely figure it out. And in this space of technology and in a society, there are many places you can go to learn new skills. You got Udemy, YouTube, LinkedIn. Depending if you're looking for coding or programming, you have Academy, you have Pearlist, if they still provide services that offers coding. There are many places you have to continue education at technical colleges in your local environment, your local area. There are so many places where you could learn a new skill, or you could just learn something new to add on to your resume and just have it there, not as a backup plan, not as, okay, things don't work out, I got this. Like, no, I'm learning this so I can now apply what I've learned from this sector, this field, this industry. Now I can take that and apply it to any other place I've been working in. Me being a wonderful writer, in my own space, in my own head, and I'm gonna boost my own ego up with that, and I'm gonna be okay with that, and I'm gonna be cool with that, because I'm gonna promote me just like everybody promote them. I'm gonna promote me first, and then we can promote the world. Being a wonderful writer that I am, just working towards my way of being a best-selling author, I visualize the type of scene and the scenery, the location, or all that's going on for my character to describe where they're at, and tapping into the keywords to bringing that emotional connection to where they're at. Then to take that and move that into photography when it comes to taking a picture, whether it's for an event or a portrait. Being able to capture the moment, the smile, the eyes, the lights, all the beauty of it, pulling that together. Then to go forward and to help out in videography. Not that good at it, but I'm working on it. Not that great at it, but I'm getting there. But still being able to understand on how the camera should be placed, lighting should be, learning from photography, as well as understanding in writing a book, or even writing a poetry or writing a story, to where if I was to describe this scene that I'm witnessing, how can I describe this scene to a photographer to capture it in a picture, but also to describe it to a videographer to make this into a film? How can I be able to use one skill and have it go through multiple different areas in different versions or different industries to where it all looks the same? That interlink that jack of all trades have, that ability to connect multiple spaces or multiple industries, is wonderful. It's necessary, especially in the way business is moving these days. And then going further, even from doing the videography to the advertisement, being able to advertise that scene as a sizzle to get people to go see the movie, which is the steak, or to see the picture, or to read the book, where each piece could be the sizzle to another steak, or the steak that has all the sizzle. I mean, it all works out. So I'm excited to definitely get into chapter 3 and see where it goes, see what it develops of it, see what the outcome will be. This is amazing. And I'm happy that we're all on this journey together. Or, hey, I'm just happy somebody's watching and seeing the journey happen. At least I'm not alone going crazy. So, chapter 3 goes over the components of a happy, multi-potentialite life. So, I am intrigued to know what they got to say about that. Outside of understanding that happiness is a state of mind, a state of being, and you control that. Regardless of what the world is going to do, because the world is going to be the world. Life is going to be life. And people are going to be people. Some are going to be stupid. Others will be just indifferent. But being in a state of happiness is something you control. And segue off. At work, talking with a customer. Just a brief in the moment conversation with a customer, and was just letting them know, because she was having a day, and she was ready to just go through. I was like, just make sure you say with love. Once I told her, make sure you say it with love. Make sure you say it's with love. It's with love. It's gonna be a whole different vibe. Because when you put that back to your heart, like, okay, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna clear out what I need to clear out, but it's gonna be coming from love. Meaning, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm not trying to insult you, berate you, put you down. But from love, you need to back out my face. From love, you need to leave me alone. From love, you ain't right. You tried for what you did. You know what you did. The universe knows what you did. With love, you ain't right. It's just having it with love. And it was just too funny, but it's like just one of those moments that do make me love being around people and helping people and connecting with people. And of course, because when she came back after she finished doing her shopping, we had our hug moment, just a hug, and it was just a, you know, that Martin hug, like that. But it's that feel like we feeling this. We gonna do, yes, with love from the heart. Because when it's from the heart, it's pure of intentions of being healing, being loving, being caring, being generous, being open-minded, and being appreciative of the person that you're speaking with, because they didn't have to be there for you to speak to them. They didn't have to be around. And we want to just show appreciation for everyone that is still here with us. One, we don't have to like realistically be fully alone to an extent. But the idea of being alone sometimes do sound like a paradise, even though we don't have to do that. But yes, I'm excited to read chapter 3 of How to Be Everything by Emilie Wapnick. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name right. I do apologize. I hope I am pronouncing her pronouns correctly, because I'm just assuming that Emilie is Emily. I mean, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll take it with love. But we're gonna we're gonna see what she about in this book in chapter 3. We're gonna see about this. We're gonna see about this. Yes. Now, if you like videos like this, very random, very scattered a little bit, a little segue here or there, but hopefully entertaining, inspiring, motivating, go ahead and be sure to follow me here on Facebook or TikTok at Tyrone Wesley Jr. Jr. or even on TikTok at Black Fire Phoenix, BLK_Fire Phoenix. If you're a spiritualist with a cult mindset or a cult practitioner and is looking to just share experiences or get understandings or further perspective of someone else's experiences, be sure to follow me on Instagram. On my private account for spirituality is BLK_Fire Phoenix. My podcast, which is on Spotify, again, same name, BLK_Fire Phoenix. You can also go onto my website, airphoenix.online, and you go ahead, we could connect on there. You could sign up to the email subscribe list, and we could keep this ball rolling and building this space to where we could just share, basking, be happy, joking and laughing, knowing that we're all here and we're all full of love. Till next time.